Hi.
TNEEK.
Yes.
What does it mean?
TNEEK?
Yes.
I don't know what it means. It's just my name broken down to make it simpler.
What?
Literally.
Down?
Yeah,
So
well, just shortened. My name is TNEEK.
Oh, okay.
So it's not rocket science. No, it's not rocket science.
It's not a big meaningful meaning. It's just what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Why did you get into music?
I got into music because I love music. When I was younger, I used to play the piano.
Okay.
And I also love poetry.
Okay.
So when I discovered rap at about the age of, what age was this now? About 10, 11? Yeah, so I started to write lyrics and to copy other rappers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. R.I.C.H.
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 Yeah.
Can you tell us more about it?
R.I.C.H. is my EP, which is coming out in towards the end of August. What it is, it stands for Restored from Iniquities, Clothed in Honor.
Okay.
So it's basically talking about being restored from my past sins and lifestyle, and now being clothed in honor through having taken on, the robes of Christ, basically.
And rich together means that you're rich.
Yeah, rich. So rich in Christ. Yeah.
Can you tell us, about how hard it is to stay relevant to the culture today? Do you find it a great responsibility to?
I do actually, because I remember when I was out there not saved, and there was the time where I felt like I couldn't relate to Christians. So I feel like it's very important that I keep my music relevant, so that someone who is looking for hope or looking for, for just basically hope and someone to turn to, which we know is Christ, they can connect with my music and that will guide them. I'm touching on topics that would connect with that type of audience. However, I feel like sometimes if you're not ready to be saved, then you won't be interested regardless, if you see what I mean. So I'm hoping that it does, but I'm at the early stages, so I see how it pans out.
That's cool. Where does your passion and your energy come from when you're on stage? Where do you get that?
Do you know what? I don't know. It's just natural. Because I love music so much, especially banging beats and bass lines. When it comes, it's just like it just gets in my body. And because I'm passionate of the topics that I'm talking about, so it goes together hand in hand.
Natural. What do you think about the UK Christian rap and grime scene at the moment?
It's on the rise. It was very quiet before, probably a couple years ago. It was a lot quieter, but there's a lot more new entrants that's come in now, and it's really starting to blaze now, and I'm loving it at the moment. And I just encourage more and more gospel artists to come out and don't feel like, you need to make a name. I think it's quite easy. You just start networking, but I think it's definitely starting to be something now.
So how do you feel about being a female Christian grime and rap artist? Because there's not a lot.
Yeah, there's not a lot. It feels lonely sometimes. Sometimes I always feel like I'm representing for the ladies, and I'm like, it's like I feel like I'm by myself sometimes, but at the same time it gives me more of a responsibility. So I feel like I need to more be that encouragement and role model to younger girls coming up kind of thing that want to, that might have certain struggles, because with the man and music, a lot of times they're talking from their perspective, and a woman's perspective is always different. We could talk about different things. We could talk about image and how we feel dressing when we go to church and stuff, guys, soul ties, all kinds of things. So
What would you say to young females that want to get into the grime rap scene then? Christian grime rap scene, what would your advice be?
Just go for it. And I would say, especially, speak from your heart. Speak from your heart. But don't feel like, because I went through a phase where I felt like I had to fit in. So I was writing my lyrics and I was like starting to quote Bible scriptures and Jesus this, Jesus that. And not that I don't agree with that, but it wasn't really connecting with my life experience. So I started to just more focus on telling stories and telling it. How did you meet Christ? Do you know what I mean? What did Jesus do for you?
Where do you aim to take your music to then? Where are you planning to go with it?
I want to go out.
Everywhere.
I'm very heavy on evangelism, so I would love to be on secular platforms and do my music boldly. And I just need to make sure that the beats are banging, the flows are banging, and the chorus is sick, so they can say, "Rah, who's that?" And it's like I'm repping for Christ, kind of thing. So that's my desire.
Apple or Android?
Oh wow. This is a hard one because I've got an Apple right now. But you know what? I had Android before and I loved it. And I got influenced by my husband. He was like, we need to FaceTime.
So you had to switch over.
He bought me my first Apple, to be fair, so I wasn't going to argue.
Thank you then.
So, but I like Android because I feel like you're in control. That's what I like about it. Apple frustrates me, especially when I'm at work and I'm trying to send one of my tracks from my from my player to a producer or something, and you can't do it. I'm like, I have to wait till I get home.
Yeah, it's really intrusive as well. Like they really want everything from you. I feel they want passwords for this. They're connected to everything. Find my phone. It's
and
like
iTunes and taking the tunes off. And
it's all too much.
You buy an album through there, stuck on the iTunes. I'm like,
I just want it somewhere, but yeah.
Exactly.
I'm team Android.
Exactly.
That's good. Thank you.
Well, I said that, but I'm team Apple, so let me not.
Well, you was team Android. That's all that matters. But yeah, thank you for talking to us.
No problem.
It's been a pleasure.
Yo, I don't do this thing for no reason. Up in the secular, hardcore heathen, mixtape ready to go with bare features. God mash up the plan after the master. Cause I was on a run like Jonah, spirit man, barely alive, coma. Something missing from my life and my flesh was trying to fill up the gap, asbestos. I needed something concrete. The addictions I was on just weren't me. Flesh went places thought I would never be. Now I'm saved, I'm a new breed. It's now my flesh wanna hold me. The road is hard and the path is stony, but I can do it all cause it strengthens me. So the battle is on with Christ and my OG. I don't tell this gently. Life's upgraded, bims to a Bentley. God don't play, so the enemy's trying, telling me sin is nice but it's lying, makes bad look good, crazy.